guys know this, tapi recently I just moved abroad. So I've been receiving so many DMs on Instagram and some on Facebook, and also what people WhatsApping asking like, oh, how boleh ke lepas, boleh ke you travel, macam mana you know you can actually leave the country, is there any documents yang you kena prepare semua tu. And I've been replying to all this individually, and I figured like I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who's in the same situation as me, and you know they are probably were lost as how I was. And I just wanted to make this video just to, you know, help the person out, so that if they ever do get a job offer, or they you know have to go abroad, these are the kind of things that you have to prepare first. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Bukannya I nak blur ke mana-mana. Bodoh lah, sendiri bodoh. Okay, tak apalah. Okay, jom kita start. Okay, so the first documents yang you kena prepare is obviously your passport. Okay, you have to renew your passport first. Okay, kalau macam after I got my confirmation lah yang I was gonna go abroad and everything, I had to make sure that I renew my passport first. So I checked my passport at that time. It was like gonna die in 1 more year. So obviously I don't know like when I'm gonna come back to Malaysia, and you know with the uncertainties with all this pandemic and MCO things happening, I don't know like when. So I make sure that I went to immigration officers first to actually renew my passport. Okay, so the situation in Malaysia here is quite unique on how to renew your passport, because immigration officers, immigration punya tempat tu tutup. Kalau you renew passport memang tutup, tak buka. Okay, kalau you pergi UTC ke mana ke, they close down all the blinders, all the besi tu semua tutup. You cannot just simply go to the office and say, oh, I want to renew my passport. Tak boleh. Okay, no. So the rules have changed. So what you have to do is, since we're in the pandemic and everything, what I did was to actually apply online, renew online, and it's just so much more easier lah. Okay, and it's just so much safer. Sebab you can't actually physically go there. You can do that, but you have to actually apply to the system called Sistem Temu Janji Online. Okay, and it's quite leceh lah, it's quite mafan lah, I would say. Sebab you kena, and the dates are like, when I tried to do those things, sebab I tak pernah renew passport online, so I'm macam jakun sikit. So I wanted to go to the, you know, to the officer there and actually do it myself. Tapi bila I nak apply to Sistem Temu Janji Online tu, semua penuh je. So macam tak boleh lah. So that's why I had to do it online, and I'm glad that I did, sebab it was so much more easier. And all you have to do is just go to this website, which I will link it down below. So just go to the website, apply, and the cost for you to actually renew your passport for the next 5 years is 250 ringgit, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 250 ringgit. And you just pay, and you can select, okay, you want to collect it dekat UTC ke, you want to collect dekat, you know, I do dekat Shalam, so you will collect at UTC ataupun Kompleks PKNS ke. I think there's an option there, and yeah, they'll give you a date, and just come there, and there will be somebody, there will be an immigration officer behind those besi-besi tu, ada diorang kat belakang tu, and they will be there to actually give you your passport. Okay, so make sure that you have this before you proceed with any travel plans, because obviously your passport punya apa tu, numbernya akan bertukar kan. So kalau you nak apply for flight ticket ke semua tu with your old passport, and tiba-tiba you tukar, GG, you akan sangkut. So make sure that this gets renewed first. Okay, number 2 is you need to definitely renew your driving license. Okay, I drive in Malaysia, so if I'm gonna travel abroad, I definitely want to, you know, drive a car, or I'm not to say own a car, but I can rent a car. So make sure that you have a driving license ready. Okay, this one. Okay, and to renew that, you can. I went to UTC lah. To renew it, I just went to UTC. So masa tu government offices tu masih buka, and I think even now during MCO it's still open, because it's quite essential. So you can either renew your driving license dekat UTC, dekat JPJ, or dekat Pos Laju. Okay, but if you don't want to do that, you can also do it online through this MyEG portal. I just didn't lah, because UTC was just so near to my house, so I just went in the morning and I just get it done. Okay, so the cost to do that, I renewed it for 5 years, because again, I don't know like when I'm coming back to Malaysia. So I renewed straight for 5 years, and it cost me about 150 ringgit. Okay, so make sure you get that ready. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Just renew your driving license. Okay, Number 3 is you need to apply for international driving license. Sebab your driving license ni, it's only valid kat Malaysia, kan, obviously. So when you go abroad, you need to apply for international driving license. And for Malaysia ones, it will look something like this, macam buku. Okay, it's almost the size of my palm, like this. Okay, agak besar. I don't know why they don't give like a nicer ones. You can also apply this at UTC juga. I did this on the same day when I did my driving license, so I just requested for both. To apply for this, there are certain documents that you can prepare. The number 1 is you need to have a passport size copy, just satu copy je, agama passport so belakang background dia putih. Number 2 is your photocopy of your driving license. They will need a photocopy of this, and also your photocopy of your IC. Okay, depan belakang kena ada. Without all this, then the guy would not proceed. So I sangkut sekejap sebab I tak ada gambar, so I had to go take picture and go give blah blah blah. But yeah, once you've given everything, then you should be able to redeem this. Yeah, it looks something like this, agak besar, so it looks macam buku. Okay, you should be able to do this, and the cost to actually make this is around 150 ringgit. Tapi this international driver license valid 1 tahun only. It's only valid for 1 year. If you are planning to stay there longer, you need to make sure that you have a photostat copy of your this license, your driving license, and also your IC, so that your wakil can actually go to UTC and do it for you, and they can actually apply on your behalf, renew it on your behalf, and they can send this over to wherever you are lah. Okay, so I actually prepared all this and gave to my family, so that if apa they have a copy of this all these items lah. Okay, number 4, I think this is the most important paper yang you kena ada, which is this paper called My Travel Pass. Okay, sangat penting. Okay, this one, My Travel Pass. Okay, kena ada. This one is so important, and without this letter, I mungkin tak boleh nak fly pun abroad. My Travel Pass is basically a permission section lah. Before you exit Malaysia, you need to apply this pass from immigration. You cannot just simply buy ticket and fly. For a Malaysian, you cannot. I don't know what's the rule that applies for expats. I didn't really check, but maybe the rules are not so strict. Tapi for Malaysians, it's very strict. Okay, kalau kau tak ada, if you don't have this letter, you can't leave immigration. That was what I was told. And you know, knowing with all this SOP that keep changing in Malaysia, even the immigration officers also don't know. So they have stipulated that kalau you nak exit Malaysia ataupun to enter Malaysia, you need to apply from My Travel Pass. Okay, so we short form ke MTP letter lah. Okay, so let's talk about the eligibility of MTPs, who can apply and who cannot. Okay, so kalau you nak travel, obviously you can't. The purpose for you nak go out, I wanna go see my family dekat UK, tak boleh. I don't know, for normal citizens tak boleh lah. Tapi kalau you ada cable, mungkin, I don't know, lepas aku. Okay, that one I don't want to touch. You don't need to apply for MTP if you are holding a visa from the respective country. Contohnya, you memang dah kerja kat situ, you already have a visa, so you don't need to apply for this MTP letter. But then, kalau kisahkan macam I just got an offer letter, so I need to apply. So these are the rules below. I'm going to put it all here. You need to apply for MTP letter if you are under this category. So number 1 is baru dapat tawaran bekerja. Okay, you just got an offer letter, you haven't gone there yet, so you need to apply for MTP. You got an offer to study abroad, you just got, okay, so you need to apply for that. For students who wants to go abroad to do an exam, for people, for business, for individuals who is also going abroad to attend a business meeting ke, press conference ke, they can apply for MTP. And for personal emergencies, like say there's a death that happened abroad and you need to go, then you can also apply for MTP letter. And then also for, they say mention here, pemegang visa pasangan ataupun tunangan, meaning that your husband has a visa, but your husband is the main visa holder and you are just the spouse. So as a spouse, you need to also apply for MTP letter, macam tu. Okay. Okay, so if you fall under all these categories, only then you can apply for that. If you don't fall under those categories, then you cannot apply for this MTP letter, because once you go to the website, you have to actually upload supporting documents on why that you actually need to leave. And I say that this letter is very difficult to get because it takes a while for them to approve. Tak tahulah kenapa. I don't know, and I don't understand. It's as if like there's thousands of Malaysians living in the country for like every day. I don't think so. MCO and everything kan, macam tak logik lah. Tapi it takes a while for them to approve this. So make sure, I would definitely advise you to get before making any travel plans, apply for this My Travel Pass first. Apply for this MTP. Sebab you don't know when it's gonna get approved. They say that it's gonna take up to 2 weeks. I've read in some forums it takes longer, okay, for you to actually get this approved, because all this MTP is only handled by the government bodies kat Putrajaya. Okay, immigration officers dekat UTC ke, dekat Pompas PKNS ke, semua dia tak tahu benda. I dah pergi dah, sebab I dah pergi dah. Memang dia cakap dia tak tahu benda, and they also don't know like how to check the progress or whatever. They don't know. So all these things only handled by Putrajaya people. And with all the restrictions to travel, because I duduk kat Shah Alam, and for me to travel ke Putrajaya memang tak boleh lepas lah. So I had to do everything on like call online just to get an update on what's happening with my letter and everything. And it was so very near to the leaving date for me leaving, because I didn't apply for this before. So don't make the same mistakes that I did. Yeah, so make sure that you actually apply for MTP first before telling your company on when are you going to leave the country. So once you have this letter, only then you make your travel plans. I think that is a much safer way, and it's less costly, because if you don't have this, you tak boleh lepas immigration. Okay, now to apply for MTP letter, I will drop the link also below. You can just go to MTP and select and just choose the option to exit Malaysia, and choose you as a Malaysian. And there are a few documents that you need to actually upload on the site. Number one is a signed offer letter. Okay, you need to upload for me, because I nak kerja abroad kan, so I akan upload my offer letter. So make sure it's signed, and dalam contract tu is stated that nama you as per your IC, nama you dengan company tu ada dalam surat tu. They have to see, sebab memang immigration akan check this letter. Kalau you tak ada, kalau contract tu macam tak valid, dia cakap you ada kerja kat sini tapi without your name on it, diorang takkan bagi you lepas. Okay, so you have to make sure that ada your name and the company's name inside the offer letter. Okay, number two is you need to have a passport copy. Upload a passport copy into the site as well, and upload any other supporting documents that can actually justify why you need to leave the country. For like example, those yang nak belajar overseas, or nak ambil exams, or those who are going for a meeting. So upload all of that in, and then wait. Just wait, because there's nothing that you can do to speed up the process. You just have to wait. Even if you call them every day or so, they will also tell you just wait. Okay, I'll actually drop a number right below here for you guys to call if anything lah. Okay, just call all this number, so it make your life easier, just to get an update lah. I don't think so it's gonna help anything, but you call lah every day, tanya boleh tak macam tu. Okay, just to get it like faster lah. I don't know. Okay, number five is you need to prepare a COVID test PCR. Ni mesti ada this letter that says that you are negative. So before you masuk KLIA pun, the immigration office kat depan tu akan minta this letter first to say that you're negative. And then before you check in your bag semua pun, the airline will ask you, they want to see this negative report also. So they don't accept any digital copy. You have to make sure that you have a printed copy yang ada QR code ni. Okay, this QR code, because they will actually scan this just to see that it officially shows that you're negative. And this report will have to be valid for the past 72 hours prior. Okay, you cannot do it so early. So contohnya I fly hari Ahad, I was flying on Sunday, so I did my test on Friday. Okay, I bought test on Friday and I got my results on Saturday. Saturday morning tu I dapat result tu. Then I printed all of this and Sunday tu I bawa lah pergi. And because like when you arrive at the respective country also, before you can even go and collect your luggage or whatsoever, they will also ask you for this letter. See, I would suggest photostat a few. Okay, print a few of these because you know a few people, there are a few steps that you have to show lah. So have a few copies of this. I actually did my test from Klook. It was under discount. It had a discount. I think I only paid 216 ringgit. So yeah, and I bought the VHP Glen Mary. Okay, I just bought the pass on Klook and I just registered and I picked the dates that I want to do and I just went in, got my swab done in like less than 10 minutes. Okay, about 10 minutes lah. Okay, pergi masuk and then yeah, did it on Friday, Saturday dah ada dah. Okay, it was very efficient, very quick. Okay, so yeah, and before I end the video, the last thing that you need to prepare, I want to tell you is masa you guys get airport, you have to make sure that you have printed copies for number one is your flight tickets. You must make sure that you have this printed copy because again, masa you nak masuk airport tu, they will want to see your tickets. Okay, and number two is your COVID test result must have a printed copy. Your MTP letter, your My Travel Pass letter, kena ada tu. And then you need to also have your offer letter. Offer letter yang document panjang tu, the document, the contract offer kan. You need to have that because immigration officers will ask for this. Not at the entrance, not at the check-in dekat your flight counter tu bukan, tapi dekat bila dah turun, you know, after the escalator semua dekat immigration counter tu, they will ask for MTP and they will ask for offer letter. And kalau you tak ada benda dua ni, you cannot pass through and they have the rights to block you from leaving the country. So that's very, very, very important. You don't want to like be spending all this money to prepare and like, you know, the company has also bought all this shit, all the, you know, have already booked your accommodations, already booked your insurance and all those, your travel insurance, and then tiba-tiba tak lepas. Sakit, damn sakit, cannot. So make sure you have all this ready, and then you show your pretty face and smile nicely, and then you pass jalan. Okay, pass through the gates. Okay, yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's beneficial for whoever that is gonna leave the country. I hope you get and successfully leave overseas. If you guys like this video, do give it a thumbs up, and please do like, share, subscribe to your friends, whoever that you think, you know, it's going to help them. Please share it with them. Okay, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.